Yo, what's up, everybody? Happy Sunday morning, October 27th, last week of October. And dude, I was just thinking about, can you believe that it's almost November, almost December, almost 2020? Like, what this year has flown by. So, let's finish this year strong, everybody. I appreciate y'all for watching. We're going to go over some Forex pairs. We're going to go over gold. We're going to go over silver. We're going to go over oil. We're going to go over the S&P 500, and we're going to put all of these little parts of the market and try to fit them together and make a game plan for this week. So I do these videos about every week. If this is your first time checking it out, thanks for watching. And we have an awesome trading group, an awesome trading community. I teach my strategies to people, and I show you the trades that I think are good setups and trades that I'm taking during the week. So if that interests you, if maybe you've been looking around at all these different traders or joined some sort of Forex network marketing group and it wasn't what you thought, we just focus on trading. So and being real and having a good time and everybody helping each other. So that's what I want to do today. Man, this week is going to be really, really packed. I mean, hold on one second. The last couple weeks have been dominated by Brexit news, dominated by headlines, but there haven't been too many data releases. So this week is going to be like the catch-up week for that. So I want to get into that first. And I'm still, if you've been watching my videos, I've been talking about weak dollar. I've been talking a lot about gold, talking a lot about silver. We have the Federal Reserve meeting this week, and they're expected to cut interest rates, which is going to be very helpful to my analysis and prediction on that front. And this week we also have NFP. So it's going to be, I'm pretty sure NFP. Let's double check that. So let's check it out here. So thanks for watching. The bees are coming out. It's so warm. Damn fucking bees. God damn. Hold on. I got to pause this video. All right. Just to clarify, those were not bees. Those are fucking hornets, man. So, woo! Stay cool. They sense the fear for sure. Now here comes the dogs. Hey, what's up, pups? Let's get into it. All right. So here's the calendar, just on Forex Factory. And so Tuesday, we have some news out of Australia. It could be a market mover more than RBA low. I think this is going to be a bigger deal for the Aussie, and that could potentially mix things up with the Aussie dollar. But I think more than anything, what's going to affect Australian dollar is the trade agreement with China that's being penned between President Xi and President Trump. God, that's so weird saying President Trump. Yeah, so however that pans out is going to be a big mover on the Australian dollar. And the reason being, if you're like, why does that have anything to do with Australia, is because Australia and China are two of the biggest trade partners in the world, as well as New Zealand. So pay attention to that. But Wednesday is when all the action starts. I mean, dude, Wednesday is going to be jam-packed. I wouldn't be surprised. Maybe this week's going to kick off, just kind of slow, and things are going to kind of wait till Wednesday, or just going to be ripping all week. And I kind of have a feeling that's going to happen. We had a super weak dollar, the past couple weeks. It's been getting its butt kicked. And it made quite the rally on Friday, quite the little comeback, but it wasn't hugely significant. We'll take a look at the dollar index. We had a breakout and a retest on gold. It dropped pretty hard, but maybe we'll see dollar strength as the market starts, and then Tuesday, a resurgence of, like if we see Aussie dollar get strong, New Zealand dollar, euro, pound, probably it's going to be a weak dollar. So, but this is going to be super significant. GDP numbers Wednesday, and then be a Bank of Canada monetary policy, Bank of Canada rate statement. So check this out. So United States has a rate decision. Canada has a rate decision on the same day. So think about this. It's pretty much common knowledge that the Fed is expected to cut rates. Canada is expected to leave rates unchanged and possibly might even have a little bit of a hawkish language. So this is a great chart to start with, especially on Wednesday. I'm going to be looking at dollar Canadian pretty hard. Let's see. And, dude, dollar Canadian. Here we are. Put my chart up for y'all. So we are right at this huge multi-year trend line support. And I have my Fibonacci set here from this high to the low. And that is quite the collapse, almost 300 pips, and just a small consolidation right here. What I'm going to be looking for, if we do start off the week with a little dollar strength, maybe a move up, but I'm really hoping and looking for, I'm still bearish the dollar, right? So I would love to see a breakdown and a clear close below this trend line. And then, things are going to get super bearish for dollar Canadian. Very strong. That would make a very strong Canadian dollar across the board, and possibly would make a case for oil to rise. So it's going to be a big week for all my oil traders out there. Really keep an eye on what's going on with Canadian dollar. So the Canadian dollar strengthening isn't necessarily a driver of oil, but oil strengthening is definitely a driver for the Canadian dollar. So I'll repeat that one more time. Typically, the Canadian dollar and oil, American crude, is very, very connected, right? So, but the Canadian dollar rising in strength isn't necessarily going to be a driver for oil. However, oil gaining strength is definitely going to be a driver for Canada. The reason being is that Canada is, I think they're the third biggest exporter of oil. So here we are with on our oil chart. First thing I see here is triangle pattern. Seems pretty plain to me. And then this is a technique that I teach in my course, using fractals. We have a bit of a fanning trend line situation here, and we've already broken above it, right? So, and even if we wanted just to gets super line crazy, there's multiple places where we've broken higher, right? Retest of this X nexus, break down, break out of this resistance, kind of vertical resistance. You can see we have a retest and then a break higher. And here's this kind of diagonal resistance level, and we've broken above that. So, I think, man, a target up to $60 a barrel could be a great trade, to be honest. So, a move back below here and a retest of this line, I would love for a buying opportunity right there. And remember, other commodities are ripping as well, gold and silver. Oil is a little bit different, but, when commodities get a lift, it's like a rising tide moves all boats, right? So that definitely applies to the commodity market as well. And especially if we're looking at trading correlations. And what I'm doing now is I'm sending my charts to my VIP group. So that's one of the perks of getting in there is that you get my charts. So I'm going to send out $CAD. But what I would like to see is just a big pullback, small, shallow bounce here, because I'm not looking for dollar strength, and then a big move lower. See where that 161.8 extension is. Right there. 161.8 is at 1. This is the downside target for US dollar Canadian, 1.2860. And that would make perfect sense looking at these levels here. I mean, this is a big zone. There we go. This is a big supply and demand zone right here. Look at this. These rejections break out above, and then so this, you can tell how significant this is. What a great target. It's pretty plain too. So definitely looking at the Canadian dollar this week and expecting some strength out of it for sure. And so let's go over dollar index. So a lot's gone on here. Two things. We're in a bit of a channel here. And we've broken out of an ascending wedge. We're not broken out, broken down out of ascending wedge. And it looks like, to me, this is a bearish flag pattern. Bearish flag. So you can see how this looks like a flag here. Here's the post. It's like an upside down flag. And what I'm looking for is that being the top of the flag and then a break lower. So a lot of times, though, we'll see this break higher and break out, and then it's kind of a fake out for the banks and everything, because then people will get long and think that, oh, dude, the dollar's gaining strength again. We're going to test the top of the channel, and then that's when we get the fake lower to the downside. And I'm going to be targeting the bottom of this channel here. And it looks like my Mac's almost out of battery. So last but not least, I'm really sorry about that. But I'm going to wrap this up. Looking for weak dollar weakness. There's the dollar index. That pretty much says it all right there. I'm thinking we're going to get some dollar strength to start off the week, and then resume this dollar breakdown. So the S&P 500 broke out into some all-time high territory, and it looks like it's trying to go higher as well. I've just realized I'm not sharing my screen with you all. And so this is going to be the driving factor, whether we're going to see those commodity currencies like Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, CAD dollar strengthen or not. But what I'm hoping for is a big rejection here. I really hope we don't break higher, because I'm really banking on some getting more aggressively long on gold. This is the last thing I want to look at here. And, you know, we got a lot going on, but this is the breakout that happened Thursday night and Friday morning in the United States. And we had a breakout and a retest, which is right at the 50% retracement here. So we're above 1,500. I really hope we stay there. And I'm looking for higher numbers. If we go back inside this triangle, I'm really not too concerned. If we break down below it, then, you know, the market just turned and is going to go super bearish. But as long as we keep this momentum, and look, the RSI is just kind of resetting itself here. Daily chart, we got so much room to the upside left. You can draw a line on your RSI. Technical analysis works on this indicator as well, and look for a breakout above here for back some higher levels in strength. And then here we are on the weekly. We just kind of reset a bit. So, you know, kind of gearing up for another run here and getting a nice, like what I like to call a double tap on the RSI. Oh, dude, the Hornet's back. So that's it for the week. Let's have an awesome one. Don't forget Wednesday, and I don't think I even said it, Friday is NFP. So here's Thursday. I mean, look at this on Wednesday. We have at 1 p.m. the Federal Reserve statement, expected to cut rates, which is going to create a weaker dollar. We have PMI data out of China, which is going to directly affect the Aussie dollar. We have monetary policy statement out of yen from Japan. Dude, this Hornet just won't fucking leave me alone. God damn. And anyways, Friday, we have unemployment and we have NFP. So non-farm employment and unemployment data. So be prepared for that. So, man, what I'm hoping for is that we get the Fed cuts rates, is super dovish in their language, and then on Friday we get a weak jobs report or a weak unemployment number or both, and then we are going to see gold really shoot up and really target 1,600 and 1,700 long term. And that's going to make for a good Christmas. So, all right, everybody, thanks for watching. I appreciate your support. We have an amazing group. I hope to see you in it if you're not in there yet. And for all the people that are, man, y'all are the best. I appreciate your support. We're a team. It's not about me. I am in service to you guys and gals, 100%. So happy Halloween, everybody. And let's have a great week. Thanks for watching. Adios. I will see you in the chat rooms. Peace.